Hello, everybody. Welcome to the TDC Podcast. Mike, T-Roy's here. How are we doing, T?
Still not great, sir.
Yeah,
But look, taking one for the team.
Yeah, we were having discussions upstairs. Do we just want to shut it down for the day? And
Yeah.
Vanilla Gorilla's a trooper, and he can handle pain.
I'm doing this for you people.
Yeah, dude, I swear to God, like, I texted Hat this morning, worried about you. Like, you were falling apart last night. You felt like shit, and you thought it was allergies, maybe.
I don't know. Yeah, head's all fucked up.
But whenever I wake up and your truck's here, it's like, oh, okay, he's fucking sick. But you went to bed at like 8 o'clock last night.
Something like that.
And maybe you might have been in a little texting thing from bed with a few of us that were texting. But as far as I know, you were out.
I was out by 9.
9. And at noon today, you were still out.
Yeah.
And so it was like, at 15 hours of sleep, do I call someone? So I'm like, hey, Hat.
Thanks for not kicking the door in. I appreciate that.
Yeah, no, I wasn't going to do that. I respect your privacy too much, and I know you sleep nude, so I don't want any part of that shit.
Fair.
But I texted Hat, and I know how private you are, so I don't want to involve anybody in your world. If it's not a problem, you don't need it.
No.
You don't need to deal with it.
Just getting some rest.
After 15 hours, I was like, hey, Hat, have you talked to T this morning? And she's like, I think he's in bed. And I said, I know he's in bed, but did you call? I know you guys text or call in the morning when you guys are doing your work and shit, getting ready for work. So she's like, yeah, I called him at 7:30, but he was in bed. I'm like, well, yeah, okay, dummy. Did he answer at 7:30? I'm trying to figure out if he's fucking dead or not.
Yeah, no.
Right? Did he answer at 7:30?
Yeah, so I woke up to
She
text,
ghosted me.
missed calls, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
Like, are you okay? I'm just checking. Are you okay?
So once I found out that there was contact made at like 7:30 or 8 o'clock in the morning, I was like, all right, he's fine then. You know, as long as
Just sleeping it off,
if he was alive at 7:30 in the morning, he's probably alive at noon.
That's a safe bet.
Yeah, yeah. But if it was like,
I even went back and
no.
got a little nap this afternoon, too.
Yeah.
And I'm probably going to go right back as
What
soon
do you
as
think
we
it
shut
is,
this thing
AIDS?
down. It's probably.
Yeah,
A little touch of the HIV.
you got a touch of the HIV. Yeah, that happens.
Yeah. I did just take my COVID test.
Yeah.
And it was negative.
Okay.
Not sure if that's good or bad.
Yeah, it's terrible.
I know,
Kidding me?
Right.
You'd be in the.
Could have bought myself some immunity,
Yeah.
but
Exactly.
no, that's just something else. I don't know. It's a weird thing. It's gone like from the stomach to the head to the chest to the all over. Like
Yeah. Being as tired as you were, that's a dead giveaway for COVID, too. People that just feel like run down.
Yeah.
And I can tell by the look on your face. You're a trooper right now.
I've since Sunday. I've had no energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been weird.
Well, you got some little bug. Other bugs exist.
Something.
so-
Yeah, exactly. You wouldn't think there's anything else in the world but COVID, but apparently there is.
Yeah, there
So.
is. I want to thank everybody for signing up on Patreon. We are over 100 people now.
Yeah, very nice.
Which was nice. I think we're at
108 at the moment.
108.
Yes, sir.
I think Chris Ritz got in at 100.
Was he the inaugural or the centennial member?
Yeah, I sent a message out when we were at 99.
Yeah.
I was like, who's going to take us to 100? And there was kind of a race there. So some people were pissed, but I believe it was Chris Ritz who got in there. And funny, maybe this counts as a shout out. Maybe we do another one for him later, but I don't want to forget his dog. And I don't remember the dog's name, but he posted a picture because I'd posted a picture of this little one, Cece, who's laying down on the carpet over here.
Aw.
I posted a picture of her like having fun playing outside with George or something, or a video. And he's like, yeah, this is how my dog's day's gone, Jack, maybe. And it's just a picture of a blown out asshole
Oh, Jesus
on
Christ.
a dog.
Oh, my God.
It was like,
what's he doing to
wait,
that thing?
what am I looking at? Yeah, it looks like someone raped this dog.
Yeah, I think.
I mean, the dog's at the vet, and you just see its ass, and it's got a hole like this.
My
and it
God.
turns out if you don't, like their glands or whatever, it smells like fish, I think.
Okay.
And you need to express those glands.
Oh, I've heard of expressing glands, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And so he didn't do that.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. And classy move, and his dog's fucking glands exploded. Blew a damn hole and like a bomb going off.
Yikes.
Yeah, so.
At least that's what he says happened to it.
Right. We have to take him at his word. I wonder if the vet's like, yeah,
Sure.
we've
Yeah.
seen this before.
We get this once in a
Mr.
while.
Ritz. We'll
be in touch.
Okay. Why don't you wait here? We'll be back in a minute.
We have a few extra forms for you to fill out.
Yeah. We're testing the dog for a myriad things now.
We'll be right back. We're going to
Yeah,
call Sarah McLaughlin on this.
You're not the first person to walk in here and claim that glands exploded.
We're the expert on that. We'll tell you when the
We'll
glands
tell you
explode.
what happened. What happened, Mr. Ritz?
Speaking of the patreon.com
finest folks.
/TDC podcast, let's do some thank yous.
Okay.
Joseph Bino.
Joe Bino.
Joe Bino.
How's he spelling Bino?
2 N's, 1 O, with a B and an I.
Okay.
He's bi. No.
No.
Bi.
Bye.
No.
Nah.
Okay.
Bye. Nah. It's one letter away from bingo.
Yeah.
I wonder how much he got that. And B-N-O was N-N-O.
You think you missed that one letter? B-I-N-O.
No, he probably got throughout his life. B-I-N-N-O, B-I-N-N-O, B-I-N-N-O.
Actually, if you were like a-
Bino was his name. Oh,
It'd be a pretty sweet chant, like if you were like basketball stud or something, and
Yeah.
the whole crowd chanting B-I-N-N-O, B-I-N-N-O,
B-I-N-N-O, and Bino was his name.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I hope you were good at sports.
Bino. That would go good in the crowd, too.
Yeah. Sure.
I like bye.
No. All right. William Westfall.
Oh, Billy.
Yeah. Thank you. Speaking of Westfall, that was thank you for the tickets for the Ari and Bobby Kelly show.
Yeah,
That was,
that's where we got our tickets.
Yeah,
he couldn't use them.
He was indisposed.
He asked us if we were going to the Rogan show, and I'm praying he gets sick as shit and can't.
Let's
use
hope.
his
Maybe he's got to
tickets.
take another trip up to the UP again.
No, I'm hoping for a sickness, car accident,
Oh.
roll his bike, whatever. Just something to take him out for the night.
Anything.
Not forever.
Yeah.
Obviously, I care
It was
about
going to
his
be nice
well-being.
and root for another trip to the UP, take him out. But okay, whatever.
We've already done that one.
Get a-
Let's
you get a touch of the AIDS, whatever it is.
yeah,
Either
let's
way.
ramp it up a bit. Let's ramp it up a bit.
Tom B. Just
Tom
B.
What?
Like Tomb. Tom B.
Tomb.
T-O-M-B. Yeah. So Tomb. Thank you, Tomb.
Tomb? Is that like Lara Croft's tomb?
Maybe.
Tomb Raider or something? Yeah.
Womb Raider.
Tomb Raider.
One of those knockoff porns.
Yeah.
Mark F. Allen. Any guess as to what the F is for?
Fuck.
Clearly.
Mark, fuck Alan. Maybe his parents just hated this kid Alan.
Francis.
The kid Alan that lived down the street. They're like, Mark, fuck Alan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I just want to settle down, Francis.
Yeah. Francis, Frank, Fred, Farley.
Yeah, that could be it too. Ferdinand.
Ferdinand would be, if his middle name is Ferdinand.
Mark Ferdinand Allen. Just
Yeah.
rolls right off the tongue, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, it sure does.
The lovely Marisa Rollins.
Oh,
One of our
favorite.
absolute favorites.
If I had to put a top 5 list together, hottest people ever, she might make the list.
She might.
She's up there.
She is up there.
That's
Beautiful.
how beautiful she is.
But she's
is that
even,
sexual harassment?
She's even more kind than she is beautiful.
I know.
That's what makes her so hot. Because
and
she's so fucking cool.
The worst part is her husband is the sweetest man alive, Mike. I absolutely love Mike Rollins.
He's in my top 5 hottest dudes, too.
Right,
That is a
right,
stud
yeah,
right there.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
how that shit works.
He might be like top of the top 5.
Telling you.
That's how hot, that's how sexy that family is.
And got some damn good taste in music, those people right there.
Yeah,
Damn
they
good
do.
taste.
They
I
do.
always run into it with the best
Oh,
concerts.
the Rollinses. Everyone needs a Rollinses couple in
Yes,
their
we
life.
do. Yep.
Yeah. Marisa, do not call her Marissa.
Marisa. I said it right.
No.
didn't I?
Yeah,
Oh,
you
thank
did.
God.
But just for
Oh,
people out there
yes.
that don't know,
Yes.
you want to see
Rage.
the fucking
Personified.
cunt of a woman come out, call her Marissa.
Yeah. No, Marisa.
dare
Yes.
you. It's
If
Marisa.
I fucked that up, it was because of my
No, you
illness.
didn't.
All right, thank God.
I would have corrected you because she'd come busting through that door like the Kool-Aid man.
Who the fuck?
I heard that.
John Savick.
John Savick. Yeah, I know John.
Yep.
Yeah, good
Welcome.
guy.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Thank you, John.
And Paul Gottlieb.
Paul Gottlieb. I recognize that name as well. All the usuals coming back. And in fact, I'm going to introduce a new department
Yeah.
for Radio for One Studios. It hasn't been publicly announced yet, but
Okay. Still in the works?
It's the LSD department.
Oh, okay. I'm in.
Yeah, I thought you would be.
Yep.
I'll give you details on that a little later. This was born last night.
Okay.
After you went to bed.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to be a hit.
You think so?
I do.
Okay.
And it's
A hit? Within the LSD department?
Yeah.
I see what you did there.
yeah.
Okay.
It's going to be a hit in the LSD department, and it's going to bother some
We're going to
people.
open up a new tab to put this in?
Yeah, we're just getting, feelers. It's going to piss some people off.
Well,
but
then perfect.
I think this was not my idea. It was someone else's brilliant idea, and I think it's got legs. And this person is very serious. Who's heading up the department? So it's going to be.
Well, here we go.
Shots are going to be fired. T. I'm just telling you right
pew,
now.
Pew.
Yeah.
All right.
Shots are going to be fired.
I like it.
Yeah. All right. Let's do a video early.
A vidya.
So we can get you out of that seat and into the proper seat over here. And this is, I hope people recognize I've been trying to do less politics stuff. There's a couple political stories up front. I'll try to kind of breeze through them, just give you the updates on what's going on and our opinions. But this one, oh my God, President Soup was getting mocked all over social media. And I don't know why this video cracked me up so bad.
Yeah.
Yes, because it appeared to show him. So there's a White House event going on, and Barack Obama's there.
Oh yeah,
it's celebrating the 15-year anniversary of the Obamacare, or whatever. And President Soup, nobody gives a fuck that President Soup is there.
He's back to VP role.
He is roaming around like a lost grandpa, fucking clueless. Doesn't even know where he is or why he's there. And everyone's sucking Obama off the whole time. They're short videos.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Let's cut over here.
So do the top one. So just look at the wall over here.
Looks like fucking grandpa after Thanksgiving dinner, just kind of wandering around aimlessly.
Surprised he didn't start taking his pants off. You know what I mean?
All right, are we done here?
And then the other one, now this is bad. You see the mob around former President Obama, and Soup puts his hand on Obama's shoulder like to get his attention. Obama couldn't give a fuck less that this conjuring old fool is standing there.
Oh, Joe. Let's see.
I'm just by myself, and no one's talking to me. You know, I'm the president now. Look at Obama just hamming it up with everyone. There's Biden just like, well, yeah, I'm over here. I'm the guy running the free world.
Hey,
hey, remember me?
Hey.
Hand on the shoulder. Fuck off, Joe. Yeah, well, okay. Well, okay.
Just look at the difference. Just look at the difference in like cognitive abilities.
Yeah.
Look at what's going on in Obama's face the whole time. Just animated, alive.
Yeah.
Engaged. And Joe is just.
He looks sedated. Hey, buddy, remember me? Remember me? Obama's just like, fuck off, dude. Isn't that great?
Yeah. Oh, boy.
There were plenty of comments from people.
I'm sure.
Yeah. I'll read some of the ones I found interesting or funny.
Okay.
Dania Alexandrio, she's a journalist. This is really sad. He looks lost. Our enemies are laughing at us. They used to fear us, and now they laugh at us. Amanda House said, I can't stop watching this. Everyone fangirling over Obama, and Soup doesn't even get crumbs. Alberto Fernandez, retired U.S. diplomat. For once, this really makes me feel sad for the guy. He as he forlornly gazes at the crowd, hanging on Obama's every word while Soup wanders around aimlessly. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's about what it was.
Yeah.
It's pretty accurate.
Ben Shapiro said, Obama returning to the White House while Soup goes back to being the irrelevant dullard he always was must be quite difficult for Democrats. After all, Soup is the anchor to which they are tied.
Yeah, that's the truth.
Let's see.
Right back into that number 2 role.
Matthew Betley, political commentator, said, I'd almost feel badly for him if he weren't doing such a good job of destroying our country. The irony is that this is like that SNL skit where all the world leaders shun Trump, but it's happening to Soup by his own people in real life. Let's see. Not only is Soup completely ignored again, Soup tries to turn Obama around, and Obama completely shugs him off.
Quit touching me, Joe. Quit touching me, Joe.
Mm-hmm. I'm not a fucking little child, Joe. Quit sniffing my hair, man. Back off, dude. Oh, it's just so funny. All right, that'll do it for the videos.
The video portion of today's program. All right.
Is complete. Oh, man. The criminal investigation into Hunter Biden is continuing. It's heating up, man.
Yeah?
Yeah. I just don't understand.
Better late than never, I guess, but...
But is it? You know, I'm still not seeing
damage
any
is done. You
reporting
can't put
about
the
it.
toothpaste back in the tube.
Yeah.
We are where we are because of it.
The criminal investigation is reportedly gaining steam as prosecutors begin seeking key grand jury testimony. New information appears to indicate the president himself may be linked to his son's scheme.
No.
Really?
No.
Wow. Did you just come up with that all by yourself? Did you go home through everything? Was it hard to figure all that stuff out? How come we knew that 5 years ago? Mm-hmm. Literally. There were books written on this. Books. Very detailed ones, too, by the way.
Yep.
So what... It's starting to look like the president may be involved.
Possible.
Wow.
It's possible.
In 2018, the Department of Justice launched a criminal investigation into Hunter that centered on potential money laundering, tax fraud, violation of foreign lobbying laws, and more. At the center was whether Hunter used his father's position in the U.S. government over the last decade to secure millions in fraudulent overseas business deal. Evidence appears to show Hunter flaunted access to his father as a means of securing meetings and permits. Now the growing question is whether President Soup himself was in on this, or at the very least aware of it.
Yeah.
So if you need 5 years to figure that out, you have no interest in figuring it out.
No, I didn't even try.
Yeah.
It's because their hands being forced.
Yeah.
And now they have to act like they're doing due diligence.
Yeah.
And they're really not.
It's just so disheartening to know that the world we grew up in is a much bigger fucking fraud and scam than we ever imagined. You know, I never gave a shit about politics growing up at all. And I was way more into music, radio, movies, shit, you know, pop culture. But this is, and you always heard, oh yeah, you know, the swamp and these fucking career politicians. But seeing it firsthand play out, the blatancy, the arrogance, like just a giant fuck you to the people.
You get away with it for that long, you feel, indestructible.
And it's both of them. I'm not bad.
No, on both sides, of course.
Look, the left is going to eat shit on this one today because it's involving Hunter and Joe.
Yeah.
And this idea like, oh, if we could just figure out, was the president involved? Like, no shit, asshole. But I imagine the right's not going to push very hard to make this a real thing because they're probably all doing it.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah, exactly. You don't shit where you eat.
Yeah.
Too much.
So, President Soup's potential involvement, indirectly, it appears, Soup's position did play a role in helping his son secure deals. For example, when he was vice president, he took Hunter with him on a trip to Asia on Air Force Two, which included a stop in Shanghai, where Hunter was attempting to open a private equity firm. Just 10 days after that visit, Hunter secured a highly sought-after Chinese business license that allowed him to set up a fund there, something notoriously difficult for U.S. businessmen to secure. Then in 2014, despite having no experience in the energy sector, Hunter infamously scored $1 million a year gig with a Ukrainian energy company. That, of course, is Burisma. At the time, Vice President Soup was in charge of America's Ukraine policy. The president has so far denied that either of those deals had anything to do with him, but new evidence seems to implicate him. No, it's not new evidence. No, it's years-old evidence. For example, one text message that was confirmed to be authentic last week. It was confirmed authentic last week. Okay. Shows Hunter in 2019 complaining that he had to give half his salary to his dad, Peter Schweitzer, the guy whose book I've referenced 1,000 times in Something Empires. He's written another book called Red-Handed. The implications are potentially criminal. Hunter was getting money from these overseas deals. He was paying some of his father's monthly bills. He also was paying for things like renovations on his father's home in Delaware. That's patently illegal in the United States. Politicians cannot be subsidized by family members. And the fact that the money came from overseas, of course, means that that has further implications. They're looking into the 2017 email that is now known to be true.
Oh, now it's
now it is, yeah.
But it takes a long time to get that stuff confirmed.
Right. It takes...
Forensically, it's very, very detailed. We don't want to get the weeds on it. It's nerd stuff, but it takes a long time. Generally, it takes till after the election.
It takes till November 10th right. before you can drag this piece of shit over the finish
line. Before you can even really look into it.
Yeah.
It's generally after every 4th November 10th.
This is the one outlining the proposed distribution for equity in the Chinese company, saying 10 held by H for the big guy. There's no way to explain that. What do you mean? What do you think that fucking means? Not to mention the other guy on the fucking email has said, no shit, duh. Yeah. The big guy's Joe Biden. Well, no shit.
They never say it.
Ron Klain, who I think is probably the current president, White House chief staff says the president was confident that his son didn't break the law.
White House puppeteer.
He went on to call them private matters that don't involve the president and certainly are something that no one at the White House is involved in.
Clearly.
Except
big guy.
The big guy. Yeah.
No one else in the White House was involved.
I thought this comment by this person that was on the article was funny, was interesting. If Soup knows nothing about his son's business deals, as he and White House staffers claim, then he doesn't know whether or not any laws were broken. 3 questions come to mind. Why are we 4 years into the investigation of Hunter Biden? Why was the investigation paused while Soup ran for president? Why was it an impeachable offense for President Trump to ask Ukraine to investigate the Biden's activities in Ukraine when our government was already investigating them?
Those are legitimate questions.
Those are great questions.
Yeah. Are any of those answerable?
Nah.
No, not at all.
In charge. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's too bad.
Hey.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Insurance. You know, we all need it. Most of us don't know what kind of coverage we have or who provides it. Let fellow TDC listener Brent Wasik from Wasik Insurance Services change all that. Brent has over 30 years in the business and offers all type of insurance coverage: auto, home, health, life, business, commercial, and more. Call Brent Wasik at 734-455-1900 and get a free, no-obligation quote today. Again, that's 734-455-1900. And ask for Brent Wasik at Wasik Insurance.
Love Brent.
Big fan.
And I found out today, I believe it's Nick, right? The guy that was doing the health insurance.
Yes.
Once a week for us for the $150 a month Patreon membership.
Yes, sir. Business as usual.
He wants Brent's number, and he's interested in cross promotion with him. Like
crossing swords?
Yeah, like I'll send you all the
Well,
auto
Nick, you can call him at, I gave the wrong number, at 734-455-1900 and ask for Brent Wasik.
Yeah. I think I gave
Tell
him
him TDC sent you.
But here's the problem. You're going to have a little trouble getting a hold of Brent. He's in St. Thomas right now.
He's on an island.
He's on an island. He took a picture from his shitter, looking out, what he's seeing.
Well, it's better than looking down.
Yeah, way better. He sent me a picture of not him, but just his view.
From the shitter?
I was like, oh, dude.
Okay.
Looks just open, you know.
All right.
There's no roof. Just
must be nice.
Island living.
Yeah.
Hey, question for you.
Okay.
Were you a fan of Cracker Jack?
The actual candy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Popcorn, peanuts.
Definitely.
What was the treat in there that you liked? Tattoos, right?
Yeah, tattoo was that was about the only one that was worth a shit, really. There was nothing really good that came out of it.
Wasn't there like a shitty sticker?
Yeah, maybe. I don't remember any of them actually being worth a shit.
Yeah, well, they're dead now.
Cracker Jack?
Yeah.
What? Did they get crunch and munched?
Stop. They did not.
Oh.
And stop saying Cracker Jack. That's their dead name.
Oh, okay.
Don't dead name them.
I'm intrigued.
They
them.
They're prominently featured in the classic baseball anthem, Take Me Out to the Ball Game, receiving a woke repackaging, including a rewriting of the song with a gender equality message.
Oh, boy.
Sometimes all it takes to believe you can do something is to see someone who looks like you do it first.
Cracker Jack or Jill?
No, it's Cracker Jill now.
No way.
Yeah.
You sons of bitches.
Yeah.
What happened to Jack? Why can't Jack?
Fuck Jack.
God,
he's probably a white guy.
All right. Well, I am now officially Team Crunch and Munch.
Yep. There you go.
Yeah.
It's better anyways. Fuck you, Cracker Jill. Cracker Jill.
Come on.
Wait till I read the song to you. Boner deflating. Totally. It is in this spirit. Let's see. It is in this spirit that Cracker Jack proudly introduces Cracker Jill. Oh.
Is this like a left and right Twix thing? Can you still get both? Can you choose your
I don't
cracker?
think so, dude.
What? Really? And that's what they got rid of? They kept Cracker.
Yeah.
But they decided to fuck with Jack.
Yeah.
Okay. Good move. You're killing
They
it.
should have done Honky Jill.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. For the record, I only buy right Twix now.
Yeah? Okay. Good for you. A team of new faces showing girls that they're represented even in our most iconic snacks. Do you think anyone on the hard left is buying fucking Cracker Jill for their kids?
No.
No.
Well, they might be now.
No, they're not. They don't eat that shit. You can't get a more unhealthy snack than Cracker Jack.
It's delicious.
It is, but the fucking, you think the wokeists are drinking or eating that shit?
Maybe not.
No. They should have come out with Cracker Jill tofu. Then they could have sold it, you know? The bags will be on sale. So Cracker Jack will repackage its snacks in
Keto
five.
Jill.
Keto Jill, there you go. 5 special edition bags featuring women of different races to represent girls in sports. The bags will be on sale in pro ballparks around the country, and anyone who donates $5 or more to the Women's Sports Foundation through the Cracker Jill website will receive a full free bag. Here's the problem. I don't know how much more clearly this can be stated.
Yeah.
Nobody gives a flying fuck about female sports.
None.
I'm sorry.
None.
You've tried. You've tried for decades to make it interesting. You can't.
I hope everybody goes to the park and goes, yeah, let me get a box of Cracker Jack, too.
Yeah.
Like, oh, here we have this Cracker Jill. I'm sorry?
Yeah.
Yeah, Cracker Jill. It's the same thing. No, it's not.
Okay.
Do you have Cracker Jack? No, we have Cracker Jill.
Yeah.
All right, fuck it. Give me another hot dog.
Yeah.
Put that shit back. I don't want it.
And what's next? Are they going to take out O. Henry from the Peanuts?
B.O. Harriet.
Oh, Harriet. Oh, Harriet. It's just insulting.
It's comical.
It's just assholes sitting in a boardroom going, "Oh, I've got an idea. Don't you think it's dated as a company to have a male figure on the front of our boxes?"
Do they
for
still come in that
children?"
shitty cardboard box, too, I
think
wonder?
so.
Is that still the packaging?
They said bags,
Okay.
but yeah, traditionally they come in those dumb ones.
Yeah.
We are constantly inspired by the many women who are making history by breaking the mold, and we want to celebrate their achievements while supporting the progress. No, you don't.
No,
You don't.
I just want to be pretend.
Yeah.
Pretend woke.
Yep.
They had to
This is
rebrand
so-
something because I got to believe Cracker Jack's dying on the vine.
Cracker Jack is over 100 years old.
Yeah. But I mean, what? It's not a fucking viable product anymore. I can't imagine. I mean, not really.
Dude, the popcorn game has gotten so
exactly.
much bigger
No, exactly.
than it was in the 1800s.
Yeah. Yep.
There's some legit popcorn competition out there, and caramel corn is not fucking around.
Big time. No. They,
CC
yeah, so, I mean, they had to do something to try and do it, but how about you work on the product and not the name?
Yeah. Yeah.
Just a thought.
We've been so inspired by how girls and women are changing the face of the game. Are they? Are they?
Yeah.
I mean, if you wanted to say, like, we're so inspired by how Venus and Serena Williams changed the face of women's tennis.
Yeah.
Fine. But really? Do you think the country... Did the parade through Chicago when the WNBA team won the title tell you anything?
Exactly. The 9 people that were there watching?
Yeah.
That wasn't even all their parents.
I mean, dude, the buses after buses going through town and seeing nobody show up is one of the greatest images in
It is.
recent memory.
How do you think they feel waving to nobody?
Oh, my
Nobody.
God. They had to feel horrified, honestly. Had to feel horrified.
If anything,
what are we doing?
Let's hope it was at least a little bit humbling.
Yeah.
Let's take you down a peg or two. Put
Yeah.
you back into place. Enjoy the moment. But
Yeah.
let's remember what this really is.
What
Let's
did you-
remember what this really means to people.
Yeah. And you won it all.
Your home fucking town doesn't
want-
even give a shit.
You won it all.
Yeah.
Half your families aren't here.
Right? Like,
You didn't even take your own kids out of school to come to this.
yeah, I'd say their dad didn't even take a day off of work to come down there, but
No.
he was going to be there anyway.
Oh my God. We've been so inspired by how girls and women are changing the face of the game. So in this spirit, we introduced Cracker Jill to show girls that they're represented even in our most iconic snacks.
Okay.
In addition to the special edition packaging, Frito-Lay, who owns this shitty product, released a reimagined version of Take Me Out to Their Ball Game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jill. No one can stop you if you have the will. So let's root for a girls' team.
Oh, Jesus.
We're adding our face to the game.
Oh, fuck.
And we'll run, throw, never a doubt. It's a new ball game.
It's a no-ball game.
It's a no ball game.
Oh, that's really catchy. They worked hard on that. I think this is really going to pay off well for Cracker Jack. Cracker Jill.
Cracker Jill, yeah. Hey, Frito-Lay, who's ever on the board in the marketing department,
Yeah.
needs to be shit canned immediately.
hang 'em up.
Like, If you think the crowds at baseball games are going to take me out to the ball game, take me out of the crowd, buy me some peanuts and cracker, Jill. No one can stop you if you have the will. So let's root for a girls' team. Can you imagine singing that at a fucking game?
Everyone's going to sing the real words, which is going to make it even more of a slap in the face.
Yeah.
They're going to put those words up on the screen, and people are going to be like, the fuck is that? What?
Yeah.
Did they just change? We've been singing this song for fucking 50 years.
120 years.
Just fucking get out of here.
Frito-Lay also touted the fact the project is led by women and underrepresented creatives, including powerful female and non-binary voices.
Okay, good.
That's great. Here's the thing. If for anyone buying Cracker Jack now,
Yeah.
it's nostalgic.
Exactly.
Right?
You're right.
It's like Big League Chew.
Because it's not the best fucking caramel corn in the game. I can tell
Hell
you that.
no. So if you were going to buy a thing of Big League Chew, it'd be like, I remember when I chewed this shit all the time.
It was good for like 4 minutes,
Yeah.
not even.
Yeah. You just eliminated the nostalgia part of your whole fucking brand.
Yeah.
To go woke. No one was calling for this. No one needed it.
Nope.
Come up with another fucking snack. That's my same thing. Like, you don't need a female 007.
Mm-hmm.
Like, 007 was what it was. It was James Bond.
How about you keep Cracker Jack and you add Cracker Jill? You can do, it's like a left and right Twix. You
Yeah.
can do the same thing, and you can have multiple streams of producing them.
I think there's a feeling of power to knock that other, like, ugh, our brand is so chauvinistic.
Is it, though?
Yeah. No,
Okay.
it's not.
I mean, have you seen Cracker Jack? Looks like the gayest guy alive.
I can't even tell you what he looks like. I know I can
Looks
picture
like
the
a little,
box.
like a little sailor guy or something, isn't he?
Yeah, and they're
I'm a-
yes, and they're having a Sailor Jill too.
Okay.
But I think they're not going to drown Sailor Jack.
We'll
I thought I
see.
saw that.
We'll see the image of that. Either way.
So okay. I didn't remember that, as well as the fact that the Sailor Jill drawings celebrate remarkable diversity throughout the country. The Cracker Jill packaging was released in connection with.
Are we going to still get, is the dog gone too? They're going to blow out the dog and make it Cracker Jill, and she's going to have like a cat or something too?
I don't know, pussy.
Something. Because
Yeah.
it's just a little like kid in like a sailor outfit.
The Cracker Jill packaging was released in connection. They intend for, let's see, in its press release that it intends for Sailor Jill to continue to join Sailor Jack as a member of the team roster, part of the brand.
Oh, okay. So maybe they are just, they're going to add. They're not blowing out Jack. They're just
Sounded
adding
like they
Jill.
were fucking blowing Jack out.
Maybe it's Jill blowing
We'll
Jack.
see. Huh?
Jill's blowing Jack.
Yeah, maybe.
Jack and Jill went up the hill.
Yep. To fetch a bucket of water. Jack came down. Oh! Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. It's every day, man. It's just so.
I hope every one of these just shoots themselves in the foot.
Yeah.
I hope it blows up in their face. I hope that it becomes a marketing disaster.
Well, it's the fraudulent nature that bothers me so much, because I know these people they're greedy corporate pieces of shit, and all they give a fuck is their bottom line.
Absolutely.
Making money.
Shareholders.
So they're preying on the sensitivities of the nation, and they're preying on people's want to be good and this and that. They're preying on that. They know it's a nerve center. They know it's going to piss a lot of people off, but it's going to make these people scream like crazy. So any nutty demand they want, there was probably some fucking email from some blue-haired lesbian that went, why do we have a Cracker Jill if we have a Cracker Jack?
We'll just put Rapino on the cover. Raping hoe.
Raping hoe.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, oh, why don't we have Cracker Jill? That's outrageous. You're fixing a problem that doesn't exist.
They're just trying to catch that wave.
Yeah.
That's what they're doing.
And I guess it worked, because we've talked about him for 10 minutes.
Well, we've also shit on them for 10 minutes. So
Yeah.
congratulations.
Yeah, all press is good press, as they say.
Is it?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
We'll see.
I tell you what, for me personally,
Ask Louis if all press is good press.
yeah. For me personally, it will make me go out of my way to avoid your brands as much as I can.
Yeah.
That's the reality, because I don't think it's real. I think it's based in virtue signaling only. It's pandering. It's tapping the nerve center of a really destructive cancer that most of us can see weaving its way throughout the country. This whole woke shit.
Yeah.
They've taken over corporate boardrooms on every level, and so to me, no, I will avoid Cracker Jack. Now, can I avoid all Frito-Lay products, probably not. It's like when you go, well, fuck Coke. They've gone woke Coke.
Yeah,
Fuck them.
You don't even know what's under that umbrella most of the time.
Oh my God, there's tons of shit. You're talking about Dasani water. Like Coke owns tons of shit. So does Frito-Lay. So is it possible? But if I'm going down the aisle and it's like, hey, I got a hankering for some Cracker Jack. It almost happened to me a few weeks ago. I passed, they had the 3-box Cracker Jack thing, and I was like, shit, I haven't had Cracker Jack in fucking forever. Nostalgia kicked in.
Absolutely.
I didn't get it.
I wonder if we can get a little tattoo out of there.
Yeah. I didn't get it, but I almost did.
Yeah.
And I will go out of my way to not get it now.
What'd the potato chips say to the battery? If you're ever ready, I'm free to lay.
That's a good one.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
You said free to lay so many times, I couldn't get it out of my head.
That's fine. It's a good joke. It's not a terrible joke.
Yeah.
It's not a terrible joke.
Not terrible.
Let's see. Twitter has come out, said they have no plans to bring back former President Trump's
Of course not.
permanently suspended account. Twitter is committed to impartiality.
You want to walk that statement back a little bit?
Okay. In the development and enforcement of its policies and rules. Our policy decisions are not determined by the board or the shareholders. And we have no plans to reverse any policy decisions. As always, our board plays an important advisory and feedback role across the entirety of our service. Our day-to-day operations and decisions are made by Twitter management and employees.
Again, that's why I went back to, what's this really mean? For him having a seat at the board and 10% stake in the shareholders, whatever.
Apparently it means a lot.
Does it?
Yeah.
In the day-to-day operations of what they do?
Well, so he can't own, part of their deal is he can't own more than 14.9%. So he's buying as much as he can.
Yeah.
He's going all in. He's on the board now. But he can't hold any more than 14.9% until the 2024 shareholders meeting and 90 days after that.
Okay.
But there's nothing to stop him from going fucking hardball after that.
Even that, they said, but their day-to-day operations aren't affected by the board or their shareholders.
Oh, it would be if he gobbled up 50% of the fucking thing.
Okay.
We'll see.
will.
So
Read the statement again. What does it say?
no, I know what it says.
Okay.
I know what it says, but I don't care what Twitter says.
Okay.
I don't. They've brought this guy into their world. He's got a plan. I promise you.
I think so. I agree. And I hope so.
So they said by inviting Twitter critic Elon Musk to serve on the social media giant's board, company executives may have also prevented him from launching a hostile takeover. Musk is set to serve on Twitter's board of directors until the 24 annual shareholders meeting, but buried in a regulatory filing outlining the terms of this agreement is a key clause. Musk cannot own more than 14.9% of the company's stock for as long as he's a board member and for 90 days after. On Tuesday, he filed amended paperwork known as 13D, saying he had no present plans or intentions to force a merger or sale, shake up the board, or change the company's dividend and share buyback policy. Many analysts still expect Musk to shake things up on the board.
A voice of reason, if nothing else, I hope.
Yeah. And here's how he could do that. So in landing a board seat, they say Musk can now change how the social media giant operates, with A.B. Bernstein analyst Mark Shmulik telling Wall Street Journal he'll be in a position to really kick up dirt now. He moved from the back seat of the car to the front seat of the car. In fact, he's probably the driver. And here's so if you're wondering how that would be, the stock went up and he made $1 billion in 2 days. If Elon Musk were to threaten to leave and tweet about it, that stock would crumble and they'd lose billions of dollars. They don't want to see that happen. So that's where he's got them a little bit over a barrel. So yeah, he's looking at shadow banning. Twitter used to be an open field of free thought. The left has determined that speech is violence. That's their argument on so many of these things. If Musk attempted to bring Donald Trump back, which he should, the target is going to be even bigger on his back. So
I wouldn't. I mean, should that happen? Probably. But should that be his goal of this? No. It should be a lot bigger. Yeah, it should be a lot bigger than that. I mean, he should be, the result of the change that he brings on.
Yeah.
Not this is what I'm going to do.
Well, you wouldn't just bring Trump back. You'd bring anybody that's been banned for fucking, your version of hate speech or, policies. I thought this was an interesting take by a guy, and I don't know his name because the account is just like a bunch of numbers and stuff. But I thought his take was interesting.
Is that Elon's kid?
Maybe. Maybe. And this person says, Trump doesn't understand that being kicked off of Twitter was the best thing that ever happened to his political career and might even result in him getting reelected. The opportunity for his bad manners to offend suburban women has been seriously diminished. It's not a terrible take.
It's really not. Yeah, those
You know-
3 a.m. shitter tweets that fucking disappeared.
Yeah. Rosie O'Donnell's a pig.
Yeah.
She came to my wedding and ate all the cake. Send.
Yeah.
From his golden shitter somewhere.
Right. It's not bad. That is true because, he has sort of let the shine wear off a little bit.
Yeah.
From not being out in front of everything,
And he's
not
martyred
being
a
able
bit.
to be. Yeah.
He's got a touch of the martyrdom going. Little bit. Enough to seriously wake his base up.
Yeah.
And the reason he lost the election was because of white men was the reason.
Oh, I thought it was not
Russia?
knowing about Hunter's laptop.
Yeah. No, it was white males, college educated white males who were just kind of teetering and just didn't show up like they did in 16. So it could fire those people up.
Right.
Going, that just go, this is bullshit, man. I'm going to make sure I vote.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We'll see.
It'll be very interesting to see where we're at the end of this term.
Yeah.
Financially, socially, economically, everything.
Socially is what I'm concerned about.
Yeah. On where we're actually at and what people are going to be voting for.
Yeah.
So.
Yes. We have a Texas teacher fired after torturing her students.
Torturing?
Yeah.
Oh, no. That
Yeah.
sounds awful.
Yeah. She played a video of a high-pitched dog whistle for 40 minutes straight to punish him.
Oh, my God. Wait, I thought people couldn't hear dog whistles.
Yeah, that's what I thought, too. But apparently you can get these, you just go on YouTube or whatever and be like high-pitched, and there's different ones, and you can get one that goes,
Okay. And this isn't a metaphor, the dog whistle? This is actually a dog whistle?
actually a dog whistle.
Oh, okay.
The unidentified woman played the YouTube clip at Leland Edge Middle School for an entire period, March 2nd.
Wow.
Leaving students clutching their ears in agony, accusing them of torture. It's unclear what the class had done to merit being punished.
Well, you think you'd know that.
Yeah.
To get into this story.
Important.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you could justify that with?
I mean, it's probably not appropriate on any level.
Not any level?
I mean, because now the entire class, first of all, would have to be guilty of said sin,
Yeah.
which is not beyond the realm of possibility.
Yeah,
but
if they ganged up on her.
But you're
was
talking
some
everybody.
collusion in the
You're talking
classroom.
Everybody. Every single one. So if you're punishing one person that wasn't involved, you lose all merit,
Yeah.
right? Mm-hmm. But I don't know. I don't know what they could have done.
One girl who was in the classroom condemned the teacher's behavior. Zoe Lors told NBC Local she put on the ringing noise. Everyone was covering their ears. One of them walked out of her classroom. One of them was yelling that it was torture, and one was trying to unplug the computer. The TV station also played a noise similar to the one in the broadcast that was broadcast to the class, a shrill, high-pitched, constant whistle so unpleasant they had to issue a warning to viewers over a broadcast lasting just a few seconds. The little girl's mom, Janice, said the teacher's actions are even more unacceptable because she was aware that my daughter
Is that like a test of the emergency broadcast system?
sort of, yeah.
Whatever that
Probably.
thing was.
So this mom says, this is made worse because that teacher was well aware that my daughter has high sensitivity to high-pitched noises that leads to migraines. So leave the room, dummy.
Yeah.
Why
Sounds
would you
sounds
sit there?
Sounds like one of them was smart enough to get up and leave the room.
Yeah, that was the fucking Troy Courtney of the
Goddamn
classroom.
right. I ain't sitting here for this shit. Fuck you.
I'm out.
Fuck this.
I would
The
understand
principal's
it.
office, fine.
Yeah.
Better than this.
Yeah, not sitting in this
Yeah,
torture.
that's
fucking room.
exactly where do you think I'm fucking going? I'm going to tell that you're being a cunt and you're playing this shit in my ears. Fuck you think I'm going?
I would understand if the teacher used it for a split second to gain attention of the class, but not for the excess 40 minutes. It's excessive. Not when kids are begging you to stop. I would really like her held accountable for her actions. This is not okay. You have my kid for 8 hours a day. It's supposed to be a safe place.
Okay. I mean, fired. Probably a bit of overreaction.
I don't know on this one, man. Maybe.
I mean, I could see a suspension,
Okay.
some disciplinary action, but to just be straight up fired.
I think you and I can get some common ground here.
Okay.
Which is all we're trying to do.
Sure.
Fucking meet each other halfway. I think it depends how hot she is.
Okay. Well, it's always a variable.
So if she's smoking hot, I'm totally willing to let her go with it. Oh, you. Yeah. You probably shouldn't do that in the
Maybe
future.
not, though. Maybe you'd be rooting for her to be fired, because then she's got to go do like OnlyFans or some shit.
Yeah.
Supposed to be stuck in some class with shitty little kids.
No, if she was like Michelle Dion, hot, I think it'd be acceptable to hand down a punishment of, oh, you stop.
Don't do that
don't
again.
Do
Don't
that.
do that again.
Jeez, you're gonna get me in trouble.
I'll take you over my knee.
You're gonna get me in trouble. I swear to God, you're just a kitten. You're out of control, kitten.
If she's like a couple years away from retirement, just fucking get out.
Just beat
That's
it.
it. You're done. We're done here.
I looked at a picture. I think it was a picture of her.
Okay.
And here's what I'll tell you.
Jury's out.
She's a California 2.
Okay.
She's a Michigan 6.
Yeah.
She's a Toledo 10.
Perfect. There you go. All right.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's kind of what you're dealing with.
Yep. And this was what school? Where? Texas?
Yeah. Leland Edge Middle School.
Okay.
But they didn't say her name, which is why I'm a little suspect of the picture. But I was just kind of scrolling through the story and I saw it.
Okay.
So, if she was working in Toledo, that let her keep her job.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Texas got some pretty hot ones too.
Sure. They do them right down there in the South.
Hell yeah. Not playing around. We've got a woke Chicago church. Do we want woke with our Jesus?
I think that's probably an oxymoron.
Yeah.
But okay.
Okay, Chicago church has announced it will be fasting from whiteness
Okay. Isn't that racist?
for Lent.
From whiteness.
Yeah, that's the billboard.
Is this?
I'm not kidding.
Is this an all-black church?
No, it's got a white guy who's the reverend.
Okay.
So what they mean
You have
by
my attention.
fasting from whiteness for Lent by abstaining from performing any hymns composed or written by whites.
Okay.
It's every day. It's every day someone's trying to outwoke someone.
What's the goal of this? What is
Division.
the purpose? Is this
I don't
so
know.
that they can promote diversity in the hymn world? What is the goal of this?
I didn't think.
Shut up and eat fucking fish.
Yeah, I didn't even realize those hymns were written by people.
Well, who do you think writes it?
I don't know.
Just
They
handed
were
down
just
from
there.
God themselves.
Yeah, they were just there. I didn't fucking. I couldn't name one author of a hymn.
No. There was
So now we're gonna
10
celebrate-
commandments and a little hymnal that came down with it.
Hell yeah. Why not?
Yeah.
The First United Church of Oak Park announced that for 2022, the church would do a mix of giving something up and taking something on for Lent by not using music written or composed by whitey.
Oh boy.
In our worship services throughout Lent, we will not be using any music or liturgy written or composed by white people. Our music will be drawn from the African American spirituals tradition, from South African freedom songs, from Native American traditions, and many, many more. For Lent, it is our prayer that in our spiritual disciplines we may grow as Christians, united in the body of Christ with people of all ages, nations, races, and origins.
I think it's going to go over
Except white ones.
if they gave up blackness for Lent. If they decided they weren't going to do anything associated with black people, and you could do that for Lent, would that be acceptable?
No,
No, that wouldn't be okay.
no,
Then what the fuck is this?
it's not.
Oh, okay, good. It's not just me, then.
Dude, how do you live with yourself? For Lent, it is our prayer that in our spiritual disciplines we may grow as Christians, united in the body of Christ with people of all ages, nations, races, and origins.
All. ...
Except white people. Are you fucking kidding me?
We've had it too good for too long, Michael. It's time to knock us off of our fucking pedestal.
First United has even erected an outdoor sign to promote their choice for the 40-day religious observance, despite the fact that the church's lead pastor, Reverend John Egerton, can you get a more white name than John Egerton?
Yeah, it's right up there.
He's white. The fast comes with the same church, which claims it's valuing people of all races, ethnicities, cultural identities, gender identities, sexual orientations, and abilities in every aspect of our congregational life. Really? So you're into the gay now? Is that a new chapter for the Catholic Church?
That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think they've always had a little touch of the gay.
Yeah, but they had to keep the gay out for so long.
Well, out of the limelight.
No. I understand. The kid fucking was atrocious. I mean, they butt fucked and mouth fucked more kids than almost any group.
Yep.
Like, it was a culture. Like, people went into that profession for that benefit.
Yeah.
Blowing and getting blown by
Yeah,
little kids and fucking little kids.
It's like going to government jobs for a pension.
Right.
Yeah. We're going into the clergy for
Dude.
for the fuckins.
That's a real story.
Yeah.
People went into that business because everybody knew about. Wait, we can fuck kids and there's no consequences, like ever? Hell yeah, sign me up. Love me some God.
I don't know. This is ridiculous. I don't know how you do that shit with a straight face and act like you're being inclusive.
I don't think you do it with a straight face. Maybe a gay face.
Oh, aha! See what you did there.
See that?
Yeah. I don't know how you can preach inclusion by division like that. It's
Yeah.
fucking hysterical and hypocritical.
Maybe
the
they're
highest level.
like the young people want nothing to do with your church
No.
at all.
Church in general.
Church in general, they're
It's a dying breed.
and I think there's an important role the church plays, and I think a lot of this country could use some stabilizing mental health and peace personally with religion. I think it can do a lot of good things, whether I believe in it or not.
Yeah.
But young people ain't playing that game.
Well,
and
inherently,
so-
that inherently creates division.
what?
Just religions is more segregation of our religion's the right and everybody else's is wrong.
Right.
That's the basis and the crux of every religion.
Yeah.
Ours is right and everybody else is wrong. And anybody that doesn't believe
You're
what
gonna
we
burn in
believe,
hell.
anybody that doesn't believe what we don't believe is wrong and a
Yeah.
sinner or whatever. So it's inherently fucking wrong.
Yeah. I don't know, man. It's
But the whole thou shalt not kill and steal and fuck your
good
neighbor's wife
lessons.
and stuff. Yeah, those
Yeah.
are all
Don't steal
generally
my
pretty
bike.
good things, to live by.
they could have just written at the top of the 10 Commandments, like, don't be a dick.
Yeah.
Try your best to not be a dick.
Yeah.
Would have covered everything, right?
Yeah, do good
Like,
things.
do you think it's right that you fucked your neighbor's wife?
Well,
Was that kind of a dick move?
it was a bit of a dick move.
Try not to be a dick.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Yeah. In retrospect,
Did you think, Troy, did you think it was cool to murder that guy down the street for stealing your bike? Kind of a dick move?
Well, he did steal my bike.
I understand that.
Eye for an eye,
Did
right?
you hear what I said about forgiveness?
Okay.
Can you admit it was kind of a dick move to murder him?
That was a bit of a dick move.
Don't try to do better.
I will do better.
Don't be a dick.
I will do better.
Like, you could cover all these.
I like that bike a lot.
I know. We'll get you a new bike.
Okay.
Don't kill him. That's kind of a dick move.
Fair.
See it? If God sat down with you and gave you one of those, you'd be like, fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A good stern talking to.
Yeah, now that I reflect,
Now
I was
that I
kind of being a
get that.
dick.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
I
was.
overreacted.
Yep.
That's a dick move. I shouldn't overreact like that.
See,
Yeah.
isn't that a biblical thing? Eye for an eye.
Don't turn this around on me, son. You know what you did.
Just curious.
You know what you did. That goes back thousands of years, okay? This is a different time you're living in. You don't get to do the eye for an eye thing.
Oh shit. Oh yeah. Be the bigger man.
Be the bigger man.
Benefit of the doubt.
Benefit of the doubt. There you go.
Have some trust, because trust matters, especially when it's your money. Mark and Jay at LPL Financial work hard to build a relationship of trust by providing thoughtful, objective guidance and placing your interest first. Invest with knowledgeable financial advisors who are on your side. Call today and tell them that you're a friend of the show for a no-cost, no-obligation consultation. 248-626-2000 and ask for Mark or Jay.
Securities and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, a registered investment advisor. Member FINRA SIPC.
I loved hearing, I was talking to Ryan, who was talking to Jay, and he said that they still get many Detroit cast
Yeah.
listeners calling them.
Get
or
that no cost,
showing
no
up. Yeah.
no fee
Yeah.
obligation.
And we've said it 1,000 times. They're just good fucking dudes. They're,
Absolutely.
we struggle to figure out who the fuck you can trust in this world anymore.
Because trust matters.
Trust matters. It really does. It's as simple as that. I was watching a documentary on some boy genius who got into the crypto game early and a coder and, essentially sold like $190 million for people that invested early in Bitcoin. He was like the go-between whatever.
Yeah.
And he died at like 32 years old. Complications from Crohn's disease, which is super rare.
Yeah,
And
right.
he took the keys to the kingdom with him, and that money's just locked up, and all these people are fucked. One of those things. And it's like nobody saw it coming. He played the role of
Yep.
the nerdy fucking guy. I would bet everything on Mark and Jay. That's I know them that well.
Yep.
You know, and they were that fucking. They had their moments growing up, but they, for the most part, professionals, stand-up guys in high school.
Yeah.
You know,
Always have been.
yeah, always. So your money is safe.
They
there.
will not do you wrong. I promise you.
Yeah,
that.
they're good. They're good ones to have on your team.
Definitely.
We're the clowns. We just got to run with the smart guys.
Yeah. A little bit rubbed off on us.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. They made us a little better. We made them a little worse.
Yeah.
It's all good.
It's all good.
Balances out.
Speaking of trusting people, remember the that big ass kid that fell out of the amusement park ride?
Yes.
Yeah.
I do.
So let me get this straight. I haven't seen the video, and someone told me, dude, there's bootleg videos out there you can find. I don't know if I'm.
I haven't actively searched it.
No.
I don't necessarily seem to see a kid fall
But
to his death. But
The stories that I read said he fell hundreds of feet. And these people are saying that as it was coming down, that as it was stopping, he fell from like 30 feet, which is enough to kill you, too.
I guess. I mean, it depends on how you land. Plus, you got a little extra momentum coming from that. But
Yeah.
yeah, I thought it sounded like he got all the way up to the top and was like fidgeting around and freaking out and
You
somehow
think he-
wiggled himself out of there. That's what I was thinking. He busted out of that thing because that was
Dude,
a big fucking kid.
He was
I mean, he was over 300 pounds.
320 pounds and 6'6" or
Yeah,
6'9".
big fucking kid. I mean, looked like an NFL lineman.
Yeah.
I mean,
and he's 14.
at 14, right?
Yeah.
So I could see like
How
those
would that
restraints.
dude wiggle out of the restraint? You'd think they'd have to squeeze that dude into the thing.
Yeah, that was the thing. It said that it was still locked in place. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know how that even happens.
We need to investigate that more. Not we, but
So I'm sure it's being heavily investigated.
yeah.
I'm sure the ride's still closed.
Well, a woman who purported to be the cousin of that teenager is actually a stripper with a checkered criminal history.
Okay.
Orlando ABC affiliate WFTV9 reported that Shay Johnson, who claimed to be the cousin of Tyree Sampson, is not actually related to the Sampson's family. The woman had been holding news conferences, collecting petition signatures, and leading vigils outside the park.
Oh, Jesus.
Sheriff's Department told the news outlet, Sampson's mother does not know who this woman is, and the family attorney said no one in Sampson's family knows Shay Johnson.
Okay.
Then on Friday, the Orlando Sentinel published a report which identified Johnson by her real name. Care to guess her real name?
Shay Johnson's real name?
Yeah.
No.
You're going to struggle with it. I'll be honest with you.
Okay.
If I gave you 10 guesses, you would.
Is there an apostrophe in there somewhere?
No.
Okay.
Louisiana,
Louisiana.
Lavonia Browning.
Okay.
If I gave you 10 guesses, you probably wouldn't have gotten that, would you?
Not even close.
She's a 32-year-old woman from Orlando who worked as an exotic dancer at a strip club called Flash Dancers. So
Is she what?
I don't know. I didn't see her.
Okay.
I'm guessing not. But Browning has also been arrested at least four times. Currently awaiting trial on felony arson. She lit a car on fire. She was also arrested on domestic violence charges,
that
driving on a suspended or revoked license.
That sounds like a domestic issue. You light somebody's car on fire.
Yeah.
See,
Oh,
that,
yeah.
That dick was in somebody else.
Yeah.
Or it was her car, the other pussy's car.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
That dick showed up somewhere it shouldn't have.
Yeah.
And you torched the car over it. The only question I have, and I wrote it down here.
Okay.
What is your end game?
That was my question. Is if it's either just mental illness and you're just looking for attention here to be out in front of this thing,
Yeah.
or you're going to do some sort of GoFundMe, raising money to just try and skim.
But you can do that scam on one end and be like, hi, I'm the aunt or cousin of blah, blah, blah. We're trying to raise money. But you don't give news conferences because that family's going to be, and those lawyers are going to be watching all that shit and go,
Yeah.
wait a minute, who is this lady on the news every night?
Yeah.
Like, I've never seen her around here. Who the fuck is she? And the family goes, I have no idea.
Yeah, you think that would get shut down immediately.
Yeah. Yeah. Crazy person
Yeah.
or, there had to be something more involved in the racket, though.
You would think.
Although we've seen this before. There was a woman who claimed to have been a survivor on 9/11. There's a whole documentary on her. She's there every year at the memorials. She speaks.
Oh, wow.
She gets up in front of the cameras. Everybody interviews her. And she was nowhere near 9/11.
Really?
Yeah, in New York.
Yeah, that's
And
mentally
it's
ill.
mentally
That's
ill.
something, yeah.
It's like So once a year, you get attention from people who want to hear your story, her heartbreaking story of running down the stairs and helping other people and blah. And it's like you dig into it. And she was involved with every support group and every fucking, Alcoholics Anonymous for only 9/11 survivors. Like every fucking group that there is with 9/11, she's a part of.
Yeah, it's a lost soul right there. That's what that is.
Yeah.
It
You
just
imagine?
needs something to cling on to.
Yeah.
And maybe,
It's the non-alcoholic that goes to AA meetings just to sit in there and act like they're an alcoholic. Like,
yeah. At least go to a sex addicts meeting if you're going to do that.
good call.
Yeah.
Good call. Let's see. Ohio Republicans introduce Florida-like parental rights bill.
Oh, boy. Here we go.
Boy. Here we go. Right. Don't say gay in Ohio.
Yep.
That's what's coming.
Okay.
Two Ohio House Republicans introduced a bill on Monday similar to Florida's recently signed parental rights and education law that would ban instruction regarding sexual orientation and gender identity for K through 3. House Bill 616 is this one, introduced by Mike Loychik and Gene Schmidt. Curriculum about gender identity and sexuality has no place in K through 3 classrooms, period. That's why I just introduced a bill to ban curriculum about gender identity, blah, 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 until third grade in Ohio. The classroom is a place that seeks answers for our children without political activism. Parents deserve and should be provided in a say as to what is taught to their children in schools. It also seeks to ban materials related to critical race theory mimicking language from a South Dakota law that restricts divisive concepts in the classroom. That bill specifically includes the prohibition of teaching critical race theory, intersectional theory, the 1619 Project, diversity, equity, and inclusion learning outcomes, and inherited racial guilt. So they say it's not age appropriate, blah, blah, blah. People against it say the bill is too vague and could cause harm to the alphabet families. There's far too much ambiguity in the bills. Ohio State Board of Education member and pedo Christina Collins. I mean, I don't know why you would. Yeah. So I know what people are going to say. That CRT shit, and they've tried to tell us for so long CRT doesn't exist.
No, it's not a real thing.
It's not a real thing.
No.
Right? It's like, who's the creepy fucking alt-left dressed in black group out there?
You're going to be more specific.
Yeah, in Seattle. Antifa.
Oh, yeah.
It's not real.
It's not a real thing. Yeah,
it's not real. It's not real. Well, there's books about them, so
yeah,
it's sort of real. I've seen lots of videos of them, so that seems sort of real.
The only thing I can hope with this is that they get out in front of this and put the facts out loudly and out in front of what it is, and learn from what happened in Florida. If you just don't defend your side, you just let them run roughshod over you. Man, my head's in the fucking clouds today.
Click?
God, my head's in the cloud, man.
Yeah. Well, maybe NFL Bob will give you a break.
Give me a pass on this.
Thought
one.
I heard a click and going down
in
a level.
Fog. But no, if you learn anything from that,
we'll get you out of here.
Is you let that go so far. This whole "Don't Say Gay" bill, it took over with no factual basis whatsoever.
Right.
Get out in front of this thing. You put billboards your own style. Whatever. Like this is what's in it.
Right.
This is what this means. Don't fall for the bullshit. Don't let them.
That won't get played on any places where they get their media, though.
Therein lies the rub.
But if CRT isn't a thing,
doesn't exist.
Like you said, then there's no harm in banning it.
Fair.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, if it's not even a thing, then I could ban from being taught in schools because isn't a thing.
Yeah.
So if I put that in a bill and I want to waste my time doing that, you cannot teach to kids. Okay, we weren't teaching that to kids. But great, now you can't.
But when the ones come out start popping off about why you can't do that, it's because they're doing that. I'm not going to try and do it. I'll probably shit myself or something.
That's fine. Why don't we do some email and we'll blow it out early, too.
Okay.
You're struggling, I get it.
I would appreciate that.
Yeah.
Sorry to cut you people short.
No, you're fine. LSD department, I mentioned it earlier.
Ah, yes.
So, this is our head of LSD department.
Okay.
Is Aaron Ring, also known as Aaron, a.k.a. the A-Train.
Yep.
Subject is shaming. Dear Listener Shaming Department.
Okay.
LSD.
Gotcha.
Did it really take weeks of Patreon being available before TD Podcast trivia winner Amy Zempel signed up? Not saying she needed to be a day 1 or 2 describer, but really? Weeks later? Also, did Dan vote? He signed up 5 days ago? Sincerely, anonymous not.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, you got called out. And to that point, no, these people had been signed up, right? We had a huge influx in the first few days of people signing up and showing tremendous support.
Yeah.
But rather than reading off 75 names in the first couple of shows, Ron, we decided that we would stagger them out.
No. Ron knows that.
Oh, so what's the issue?
That vote didn't sign up until the 1st.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what's Zempel's deal? Why did he bring her into it?
I sent this anonymously to Zempel and Vote.
Okay.
You know me. The last thing I want to do is stir the shit.
Yeah.
So I screenshotted Ron's email. I think I kept his name out of it. Not sure.
Okay.
But I sent it to both of them, and she said, "Fuck off. I'm a stoner. I forget all the time," which is a valid excuse.
Legit.
Yeah. She signed up, and we know why Vote did it.
Yeah.
He gamed the system. He won.
He did, and he was a man of his word.
Yep.
He said when he was going to do it, and he did it for like 6 a.m. that day.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. But, you know.
So what listeners are we shaming here?
Oh, he's going to compile a list.
Okay.
And send us an email like, kind of quiet on the Jim Fox front. Kind of thing.
Yeah.
One of those, if Fox is listening, shots fired across the bow.
Gotcha.
Joel Kujawski.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying they deserve it, whatever.
Yeah.
You know, but we've got an LSD department, listener shaming department.
Yeah.
And Ron is not fucking, he doesn't give a fuck.
He is the chairman of this department.
He is the chairman of this. He has full, what he says goes.
Okay.
He sends us an email, we will read it.
Fair enough.
So
I like
if you don't, you know, I'm just saying. And some people might just not care, but
We'll see.
it's fair.
We shall see.
We shall. All right, let me see here. We'll go. I'll save some of these for another day.
Okay.
But I earlier today, I did the Chris Newberg podcast.
Ah, yes.
Heroin has a great publicist. Amy Zempel was on there. Michelle Dion was not. She was tied up. She didn't feel well.
Okay.
So you gave her something, or she
Yeah,
gave you
probably
something.
did. That's how that works.
Yeah.
It's my other girlfriend. We pass that stuff back and forth.
Yeah. So I got this email from Chris Kojakar, and as we were about to go live, I said, "By the way, Newberg, I got an email that shits all over you. Do you care if I read it?" He's like, "Fuck yeah." He opened the show with it.
Yeah.
And so I'll read it to you now so you're aware.
Okay.
I love the show. I love that you replaced the smug ass with T-Roy. It's a shot at Jay.
Uh-huh.
I
Well,
love
think
the...
it's much of a shot at Jay as much as it's just high praise for me.
Okay, you can look at it that way, too.
I will choose to look at it that way.
He just called him the smug ass, though.
I know.
So it's, you know. I love the Patreon extras I am enjoying. This is hard to say, but I do miss the E-Tard. My only thing is all this Newberg love. I honestly never heard of him until a few years ago when you guys introduced him to us. You guys always referred to him as a comedian, yet every time he was in studio, he played gay acoustic songs on his guitar like some lib at the quad. Every time he's on the show, he never says one thing funny or even a comedy bit. I just don't get it. He's a giant lefty bore. Yeah.
No.
Let me tell you, T. We did 48 minutes this afternoon.
Yes, sir.
It's being titled the Chris Kojakar Show.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay.
He's going to include somehow in his fucking special the name Chris Kojakar. I told him about Bill Mahalski.
Yeah.
His new Bill Mahalski is Chris Kojakar, and Chris
nice.
probably has no idea.
Okay.
It's spun into all. He's getting a fucking Kojakar tattoo on his neck. He wants to get like he's fully in. But
Okay.
I had a blast with Amy and Newberg today on Heroin Has a Great Publicist. I don't know when that drops, but we did like 48 minutes together or something, and
It was in
a lot
my
of fun.
nap time. I popped in for a minute and then
Oh, did you?
I dozed right off. But
Yeah.
that wasn't you based on content. That was just my condition.
Yeah, Amy and I double teamed him pretty hard on the parental
Hot.
rights bill. Yeah,
Nice.
we got in there good. He got a pretty deep fisting from us
Okay,
over
good.
that shit. So
So hopefully learned a bit.
yeah, but he's a good guy.
You're going to learn today. And he is fucking hysterical. He is. Sometimes he's dry as a popcorn fart, but
Yeah.
that can also be part of the humor.
Yes, and
Mm-hmm.
Chris, I hope you're a good team player because your name was said a lot on the show today, earlier today on Newberg Show.
Oh,
I hope
yeah.
you listened to it.
Well,
and,
you know.
Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have told him your name, but I did.
Well, that's how it goes.
That's how it goes.
That email could have come in anonymously.
Shots fired.
Yeah, could have come in anonymously.
Yeah.
Shots fired.
Aha!
It's going to get worse. He's going to be doing, yeah, it's his new Bill Mahalski.
Oh, perfect.
All right, let's get you out of here, T.
Yes, please.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for joining us today and listening to the show. We appreciate it. Sorry, T's under the weather. We'll cut it a little early.
I tried.
Yeah, you did great. You were awesome. Thank you so much. Okay, we'll see you tomorrow.